Hello and welcome to Tara's Daily Insight and the Open Door. My name is Mitchell and it is Tuesday, April the 23rd, 2013, and this is your morning dose of spiritual caffeine. So continuing my theme of looking for a sponsor and utilizing one of my favorite of all time companies in the world, I'm just going to continue to blatantly court them. So Starbucks, if you're out there, I'm looking for you. So very, very excited for our partnership to happen one day very soon. So I'm going to go ahead and set the intention for you and for me that we would receive healing, guidance, confirmation, and a better connection to our higher self and source, as well as that the intention would be set that we would resonate, operate, and vibrate in the highest possible frequency of divine love that we can today. So all that being said, I'm going to dive right in. Got two parts for you. Tara's Insight first, and then our open door. So first card, beautiful. It's so funny. Almost every card, look at that card. So this is my Justice card. This card is so beautiful in this deck. I mean, these two women dressed in these gowns, holding the law in one hand, and the scales are there, balancing things out. The yin and yang symbol is there. It's a number 11, and I love that in this deck it is number 11. In a couple decks, it's switched with, I can't remember if it's number 9 or a chariot, but in some decks, the Justice card is not number 11. But I love the fact of thinking of like two pillars, two solid number ones being held up. And of course, 11 is a master number, just like 22, 33, 44, 55. So beautiful, beautiful card today. I think it's a simple message that justice will be served today. So I think that's going to be on a global and international and national scale today, if you will, pardon the pun. But also in your own personal life, I feel like justice, and I'm going to take the word back because I'm going into relationships, and the word I feel like is balance will be restored in relationships, because justice sounds like someone was right and wrong. And even in the entire world, it sounds like right and wrong. But my personal philosophy is there is no right and there is no wrong. It just is. It is. We're here to experience. It's all an illusion anyway. It's like we've been assigned roles, or actually chosen roles, to play and to learn and to grow while we're here. And once we're done, we go back to source, where we all come from and we're all a part of. So enjoy the restoration of balance in your relationships and what we will call justice in the world and the playing field out there. So simple message today. Moving on to the open door. So I will see you guys on the other side. Well, good morning and welcome to the open door. Thank you for staying tuned in, or if you jump straight here, appreciate you following along. So I'm going to talk about, my door's open, and I'm going to talk about the dreams I had last night. So sometime in dream time, and in case you aren't familiar, because I don't want to assume everybody knows that, when our bodies are resting and asleep, our soul is not. There is no sleep or rest for our soul, where we come from, our original kind of a source being, if you will. And so we are doing things. This is where my personal concept of having parallel lives kind of comes into play. Imagine if you are like a body of water the size of a swimming pool, and part of your body is scooped out in the body that you're watching me with, but there's also other parts of that same larger body in other bodies around different, we'll say, times, but parallel lives. So it's like our soul is so much greater than this body can handle, that it's separate into other bodies on this planet, off planet. These are my beliefs. Do I have proof? No. It resonates with me very strongly. And same, it's past lives, same thing. I just like the word parallel lives better, because I always go back to outside of the body there is no time. So I feel like that's why oftentimes if you have sudden wave of emotion that really isn't around you, near you, it could even be part of your soul, the larger soul, in another area, another dimension, another time, kind of connecting and feeling. And I think we on a subconscious level even learn from those areas. A long explanation of where I'm going with this. Last night I'm in dream time, and I went to someone who I do believe is watching this video, and I knew they were dealing with cancer again. And this is not someone I know in real time. This is in dream time. So I believe I was dealing with someone who is dealing with cancer again. And my communication with you was asking permission to lay hands on you, all this in dream time. And I laid hands just right under cupping the breast. So I really feel like it's breast, maybe lung, but I do feel like it's more like breast cancer of some sort. I believe the healing was there. I believe that the healing was accepted by you. And I believe the healing will happen and you will be healed, whatever way, shape, or form that takes place. But the message I also got was, you've got to allow it to happen. And when all of a sudden you see or feel or know things are changing and shifting, don't doubt, avoid the doubt, and avoid falling back into the same groove you were in. So it's really about belief right now for you. So really about belief. Knowing that you are healed, knowing that you had that healing. I was just the channel that the healing came through. It was definitely from a higher place. So accept it, I say, and let it just take you there. So I tell you, I'm seeing a large cruise ship, and I know there's been many in the news, but this one, it doesn't feel like it's sinking, but it definitely feels like it's having trouble moving, filling with water. The people on board obviously not having a good time. There feels like, delayed return. Definitely feels like kind of Caribbean, Florida, or up the coast, just a smidge, but down in this vicinity where I live. So it'll be interesting to see if something pops in today or tomorrow along those lines. We've had many of those. I've even thought about taking a cruise, but I keep thinking, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until they get their stuff together, or go on a Disney cruise. So yeah, keep a lookout for that. I don't think it's gonna affect anybody. Still feeling that potential out in California. The stuff that I spoke about, I think it was yesterday, about New York, I really feel like that subsided, so that's great. If that's why I'm giving the information, so that enough people can bring love and a higher vibration to an incident that possibly could happen, then it's a wonderful thing. The interesting thing is we probably never know about that. That's like you're driving to work and you get the image of, I better take this route to work. And it might be to avoid an accident, but you'll probably never know because you avoided it. Now, there might have been like a big accident, but if it was going to be an individual one, you just never know. And that's still part of my personal struggle, is getting that information, knowing that it's a better thing for me to do, for my existence, for my journey, to take a different route, we'll say, different route. And knowing that something majorly different happened that moment. So accepting that. That's, again, coming back to belief. I think all day today is about belief, and believing that those things are happening. So I'm going to leave you with that. Enjoy, like I said from the previous video, enjoy the restorative balance back into your life. Accept that healing and believe that it is there. That is setting that intention, attaching that emotion to it, and feeling that it's going to happen. So thank you so much. Please feel free to share this video on Facebook or the YouTube channel. Like it. Check out my website. I'll put that down here. I am still trying to make sure that all of you get your emails if you're signed up for it. I've had several people email me yesterday, and I check your email address. It's there. It actually says you were delivered 4 of them and you never opened them. So the only thing I can say is check your spam box. And then know that I'm still working on my end with Vistaprint, because that's who I have my website through. So hopefully they will rectify things, or at least not charge me until it gets fixed, at least. But there's a point where I will no longer put up with that, and find either MailChimp, thank you for that idea, or some other ones out there too. Have a wonderful day. I say to you, namaste. The divine in me sees and recognizes the divine in you.